It's a statistical fact that a flea can jump up to. It's a statistical fact that it's a. It's a statistical fact that a flea can jump up to 2 feet. If you put a flea inside of a jar, it's gonna go crazy and jump and hit itself in the lid of the jar. And eventually, after a certain period of time, the flea, after so many times of jumping and hitting its head on the lid of the jar, it will learn its boundaries and it will learn its constraints. And eventually you could take out the lid and the flea will never escape because it's been conditioned by its environment. So it will hit the roof of the jar so many times that it learns, and the environment of the jar conditions the flea. What's up, guys? My name is David. Today I want to make you reflect about the way you've been conditioned to think your whole life. Our way of thinking has conditioned us to operate and live the way that we have thought our whole lives. Paradigms, the reality you have created by thinking over a period of time. So you are existing or living within the paradigms that you have created within your own understanding or with your own thinking. And currently you are living in your paradigm. You have some sort of awareness that you have some sort of restriction or some sort of limitation. But what about the ones that you aren't aware of? Like, what about the certain limitations or restrictions or the perspectives that you have in life because of the economic restraints that you had growing up or the physical limitations you've had? What if someone told you something when you were younger, like maybe you don't do math quick enough, or maybe you don't run fast enough, or maybe your parents are from a certain cultural background, or maybe your parents only went so far so you can only go so far? Those little unconscious things that we probably don't think about. What about those things? What about those things that have formed the paradigm that you're in right now? Well, all I'm asking you is to reflect a little bit. What are those things that you maybe are unaware of that are hindering the way you perform, that are hindering the way you execute, or that are hindering the way you see a dream? Maybe you've been conditioned to think that you can't do it. All I want you to do is to reflect, or if you are aware of something or unaware of something, I want to challenge you. Maybe you could do something about it. Oh, and go do something nice.
Sometimes I get stuck in my head. Thoughts if I should, if I could, if I would have, when I could be grateful instead, when I could be thankful instead. I stay chasing likes, stay chasing lights. Perspective's the pinnacle on which I'm resting my case. Why am I running from time?